To Manga Palate, and alright, so here to preface this, Manga Chef Isaiah said, let's get them ready for some shit, and I'm like, okay, what do you want to pick? And he's like, go for it, because I'm the one who reads the weird shit. So I went with something that got an anime relatively recently, and so I picked Doreiku, Boku to 73人の Dorei. Which I know you can't pronounce for shit, which is why I'm not asking you to do it, Isaiah.
Thanks.
I am Pastissier Luna, and this is my co-host.
Manga Chef Isaiah.
Yeah, I know, I did that after the labeling the thing, but the title is so important, because the title is Dorei. So Dorei means slave, everybody. And the way this is written is Doreiku as in slave district, Bokuto as in I, and Nanajusanin as in 23 of Nodore. So it's 23 slaves in me, slave district. Whew. And
Yay.
that name is pretty serious. So Manga Chef Isaiah, boil this down as small as possible before we start talking.
Shit.
Yeah, yeah, see, this is why I'm like, are you sure you're ready?
Alright, so I'll start off. Whatever you want to say. So, Iya.
Aya.
Aya. Great start. Alright,
Starting off hot.
so, she meets up with, Chuyu. What's his name?
Chuyu.
His last name? Arturu.
Chuo?
Yeah.
Ataru is his first name.
Wait, no,
Okay.
it's Yuga.
She met with the guy who is I'm in it for adventure, who's Ota.
Yeah,
Yuga.
Ota. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so she meets up with Ota
Fucking great.
in a restaurant.
He's
and
like, hey, there's this thing.
Yeah, he's like, hey, there's you're pretty intuitive, because they play like a little game.
You know some crazy shit.
Yeah. And he's like,
I need your help with this thing.
yeah, help me.
What's the thing though?
So there's this like mouthpiece.
It looks a lot like a retainer.
Yeah. It's a little retainer looking thing you put in your mouth, and
What's it called?
uh,
I'll give you a hint. The title has something to do with it.
I know it's slave something, but
It's called the SCM, the Slave Control Method.
oh,
And it was not meant for humans originally. It was
no.
meant for animal testing.
Yep.
Then shit happened.
So yeah, it basically makes you a slave if you lose a game,
Well, that's
or
what
you
it is.
feel like you lose.
It needs to be activated by a person. So two people need to have them. And then one person has to activate it by challenging the other person to a competition. Some kind of game. Where the rules are very specific and set from the beginning. That's when the SCMs activate. Then, depending on who wins, they are made the master of the other person. At which point, if the person does not obey them, they get put into horrible anguish because the SCM fucking roots through their brain.
Yeah. And they said They had some roles, but not too many roles. Like definitely.
Yeah, it's a lot. I would say, in terms of its tension, it's a lot like Death Note. Right? There's always like, and then I have to think a plan ahead of that, and I
Yeah.
planned ahead of that, and then that, and then that. Uh, and then there's the guy who created the cheat, the JSCM, because he made them to begin. It's a whole thing.
But it's not too much.
But that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of people trying to like enslave each other in really wild shit. And Ota kind of wants to get them all together
Hmm.
because he wants to win. That's his thing. Is he's a weirdo who's interested in winning.
And he wants to start a business.
Well, now he's a businessman, but that's after everything is over.
I thought he
Okay.
wanted to start a business with the slaves.
I mean, yeah, but that was he didn't tell her that at first.
Uh,
That was way after the fact.
so now we get to go into detail.
Okay, so now we can talk about what we want to talk about. I would say first things first. What is with that little boy?
Or Ryuji.
You're trying, and I appreciate you for trying.
There's so many names.
There's a lot of names. Not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of names because there's a lot of people. Because
Yeah.
how many SCMs do you think are out there?
23?
Ah,
Maybe 24.
actually 24.
Okay.
Because of Setagaya. But yeah, so see, that's the name. That's the name. The name is very focused on the whole thing. It's oi, oi. Do you want me to roll through the names or?
Yeah, that would help.
Okay, cool. I also have their designation numbers because I got them from the end of the manga. SCM-0002 Sugi Nami Lucie, the prostitute, sort of. SCM-0003 Meguro Masakazu. SCM-004 Toshimiya Ayaka. SCM-005 Shinjuku Seiya. SCM-006 Adachi Shiwari. SCM-007 Nakano Taiju. SCM-008 Bunkyo Zenichi. SCM-009 Chuo Ataru. It's the one you were trying to think of. SCM-0010 Shinagawa Zero. Hui. He does the bread thing now. SCM-0011 Minato Takio. SCM-0012 Shibuya Sachi. SCM-0013 Katsushika Judia. I feel like you probably have a lot to say about that. I have
feel
the
like
most.
she has a lot of going on in the whole
She
manga.
does. She does. She's kind of disturbs me. SCM-0014, the one I like the best, Sumida Zushiomaru. It's the dog. SCM, well, actually, I really like Lucy too, but that's its own thing. SCM-0015, Ogata Yuga. SCM-0016, Taito Fujiko. She is scary. SCM-0017, Kita Minami. SCM-0018, Itabashi Gekko. SCM-0019, Edogawa Ryuo. SCM-0020, Nerima Muon. SCM-0021, Chiyoda Maria. SCM-0022, Koto Kiyo, who was never seen or heard from again. Fucking great. SCM-0023, Setagaya Tsubaki, also never seen or heard from again. Want to know what that's about? SCM-0024, Tachikawa Shinosuke, and the last one, or rather the first one, SCM-0001, Arakawa Eya. So that's all of them. The title is very literal. There are 24 characters you have to pay attention to.
Alright. We're
So-
talking about.
Pick and choose what you want to talk about. Because I'm not... This will take 4 hours. If we're going to do all of it.
Yeah, we can't recite the whole manga.
It's easier to say, go read the manga. It's all complete. It's out there. You can read it. If you're interested, watch the anime. I didn't.
We said this
But
was a death game, right? I feel like
it's just sort of a death game.
yeah,
Sort of a death game. I would say if you're into death games, this is perfect.
yeah.
If you liked the whole weird, uneasy balance of Death Note, this is also perfect. You know, I would say it's a little bit better than Death Note, if only because everyone is so interesting all on their own.
And the pacing isn't as long.
Yeah, and it's not very long.
It's like the first season of Death Note, but with more characters.
Exactly. It's like right before L. You know.
Spoilers.
I gotta ask, who's your favorite? Who you like the most?
Do you mean like best girl or?
Oh, they're all monsters. There's no such thing as a best girl.
'Cause I was
That's
say
not,
the
that's
main
part
one.
of why I like about fucking Doreiku, that almost no one here is noble in any shape or form. Because honestly, if you're going to be entering this competition for like sex slaves and stuff, you can't be a good person. You by definition can't be a good person. I would say maybe the dog gets away as a hero because the dog just wants to protect Aya.
And I would say Aya too.
Yeah, because she gets roped into it by Mr. Nutters. Mr. If I don't win, I don't care unless my life is on the line.
She was just helping out.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
So yeah, I like Aya. 'Cause
Okay.
She's not crazy like the rest of them.
I was gonna say all of them are monsters, but that doesn't mean they can't be interesting.
Yeah.
For
But I meant like
example-
as a person, like.
Oh
to
yeah,
hang out
yeah.
with.
Best girl. It's clearly the one girl or the dog. That's it. Everyone else is fucking crazy.
I think you want to talk about Lucy, so I'll just
Yeah,
say that.
I like her background thing as kind of the weird, like, not prostitute because she got tricked into all this shit. I like that she's started the life over now after this horrible debacle where people died and there were car crashes and there's that kid with the girl that he treats like a sex slave just to get money to pay for his prostitute mom who has a drug addiction. As far as things are considered, she's not one of the worst people ever. She just got stuck into this horrible cycle of violence. And you know what? She's working in real estate now. So good for you. Good for you for coming out of this, like, not committing suicide. Because I don't think I could be okay.
Oh yeah, well, no one really died, except for
Nah. Except for that guy who's gone.
yeah.
2 guys who were gone.
It's implied he's dead.
I don't know, though. The literal ending statement is he alive? Dead? No one knows. And there's the other one who's like, no, never seen or heard from again. That doesn't mean dead. And I don't
Yeah.
like that I don't know. Okay, what else did you want to talk about? Because I would also talk about a weird rapist girl who starts the whole thing off.
Oh, the one that got raped, and then she enslaved her raper.
No. I mean the girl who is like, I like this cabaret guy. Hey.
Yeah. She said I'm a crazy person. What's her name? Is that Tokyo?
Toshima.
Toshimo? Yeah.
First name is Ayaka. That's probably easier to remember.
Okay. She's just a crazy person that wanted to do it because she liked the guy. That was it.
What fascinates me about that...
She just wanted to find him, too.
No, it's that he's like a host. So his job is to... Also, the girl who got raped is Lucy. You're forgetting.
Yeah, I thought it was there. Okay.
No, I was talking about the girl who was right after that. Because, like, Lucy's thing is revenge. I get revenge. That's fine. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I get it. You know? I more meant the other guy. The other girl. The girl who's like, hey, I like you. We're going to play this game now. He's like, okay, sure, whatever. I'm a host. That's what I do. And she goes, yep. Let's have fun. And he goes like, okay. And then he loses. And she goes, do you know how much money I've spent on you? And he goes, what? No. Was really? Do you know how much time I've had to prostitute myself to get money to pay for your stupid bullshit? And he's like, lady, I don't really. And then she goes, yep, and you lost. So guess what? This is going to be a real shit show now. And he goes, I don't know. And she like lifts up her skirt, and he's like, oh, that smells weird. She's like, yeah, yeah. Get at it. Also, that girl that you like that you're hanging out with, break up with her, and that's Julia, and then that ends up an entire thing in and of itself.
Oh yeah, her with the eye patch.
Yeah, that's Ayaka.
Uh, yeah, she's really messed up.
She's crazy. She's completely crazy because she tricks him into putting it on
Hmm.
in the way that like fucking Lucy tricks that guy to put it on, but then she like violently abuses him horribly. Which again, he raped her.
That was
and
more
then,
like revenge. His was,
but it's a
she was
revenge
just
thing.
like I liked him.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. It's like with Lucy's, I kind of get it
Okay.
because it's a revenge thing. I'm not really into that. I don't know why, but a lot of stories that are like woman gets raped, goes on a furious rampage of revenge, makes me go, did she have to get raped? Is that where we needed to go for it to be violent revenge? Couldn't it be like John Wick and is like somebody shot my dog? I'm gonna go kill everybody.
No, gotta be.
Now it's gotta be
extreme,
dark. Yeah.
or else
Like,
it won't
that's how-
sell.
or else it won't sell. And ironically, Doreiku sold enough to get a TV show, 2 novels, and an anime. A movie, I'm sorry. Movie, anime, and 2 novels. So, it's sold. Fuck me for thinking any different. I don't know, though. It's just like, I feel like maybe you could have gone different directions with it. But I guess part of it being, like, oddly sexual is what makes it disturbing, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, that's why I find Ayaka creepy.
Yeah. But this
That's
doesn't
that.
really do much after.
Nah, because
Besides get
after a
tricked
certain
into
point,
prostitution again.
I was gonna say after a certain point, it feels like it's mostly shock value. You know, like just and then,
That was the best revenge punch
wow, yeah.
when he got unenslaved.
When he was finally like, I'm free. Fuck you, bitch. Bah. My life has been miserable for months. I'll kill you.
But it turns out his ex-wife, Julia, was actually
Girlfriend.
the start of everything.
She was and she wasn't, because she was doing it with the kid. But let's not forget the guy who actually made it in the end, who made the fucking cheating one, so he didn't have to lose.
You know what was weird?
What's that?
There was like a good 10 chapters of just going back of what happened in the same scenario. Just to find the kid.
Just to find the kid. I still don't like that kid. That kid's weird.
Yeah.
That kid is broken inside, I guess is my thing.
I mean, he's playing the game, so.
That's what it is. I think it's like anybody who plays the game, with the exception of Aya and the dog, is a monster in some way or another. Some of them have excuses that maybe you're okay with. Other ones don't. Like, Meguro is just some weird rapist. So he raped Lucy, and then Lucy got revenge on him using the SCM, and then making him do all that weird shit. And then just, that's kind of it. And then by the end of it, they treat her like a prostitute. It's like, oh, that's not great. And then you got, like... By the way, Seiya moved in with Toshima at the end. Which is like, that's fucked. That must have been weird. Because it took a while to get there, didn't it? There's fucking... What's the name of that guy? The one who with the crazy hair? Who was working for the kid the whole time up until the very end, because of his brother.
You mean like Zero?
No, not Zero. The other guy.
Oh, the one that the girl had a crush on.
Yes.
I forgot his name.
The point is, there's a lot of shit that goes on. Then there's that lady who fucking kidnapped Yuga.
Yeah.
Remember? And then she tied him up in like a weird sexual prostration pose for his mother to find him.
That was also the same girl.
That was Fujiko. That was different. It was the girl with the glasses.
I thought that was her. Because she also liked the guy from the
She liked
spiky
the
hair.
other guy at the end. Before that, she was into Yuga.
Oh, I thought she was trying to find him.
No,
Uh,
no. It's she likes the one guy, and then because she's a weird stalker lady.
yeah.
She has new targets constantly. I also remember that time that Yuga was like, "I need you to be my slave dog," and it's like, "What?" It's like, because if you're my slave dog, then that means that the girl Aya will put up with me. So I'm gonna make you try to eat a plate and utensils. And fucking Ayaka tears it to bits with pliers and starts swallowing it, and the dog is obviously not gonna do it. Like he tries to do it, but then Aya goes no, and then the dog's like fuck, and which it's a dog. I mean it literally. I want you, the audience, to understand it is a four-legged canine. It is a dog. And the dog was the secret trap card the entire time. Because who would have ever expected the dog?
Nope.
It makes me think of that Simpsons joke where like Homer, where they're like Homer's directing a movie. And it's like, Homer, how is the villain not going to be obvious? Easy, we'll put in a scene where a dog is gifting a shifty-eyed look, like looking left to right, and that way people will think, man, there must be something up with that dog. It's like, we're gonna have a challenge, and then you go like, and then the dog barks, and the guy goes like, my mouth. Wait, what? And it's like, yeah, turns out you were fighting the dog the whole time. Because I, as a slave, was competing with you, but actually, my master is the dog. So you were at the dog's whim. Like, there's the sub-slave thing. Oh fuck!
It gets crazy.
It gets really crazy.
I think the dog really threw me off, though.
I think the guy who cheats threw me off because he was like, and then I don't have to follow your rules.
Oh, the JCN?
Jace SCM.
JSCN?
Yeah.
'Cause
That's what I said. I'm mad. I don't know what happened to Satagaya. Because at least if we don't... yeah, he died when he was fucking bailing. Like he crashed or whatever. Then you can go, well, alright. But what that means is he can probably just keep doing whatever the fuck he's doing out there.
It's okay.
He made the SCM. Like, as it works now. Like, the doctor made it first. Because he made it for, like, animal testing.
Then he died.
But like, yeah. Well, committed suicide. And then, no, it wasn't. The point is, Satagaya then modified it. So now, and he kept all the information himself. So he could literally just make more. And I find it strange how open-ended it is.
I always feel like they're trying to go for, like, a series, but it never
I don't know.
falls through.
It's not Jinro game. Jinro game feels like hard series. But yeah, how did you like this?
I like it, but I can't take it too seriously.
Oh no, I don't think you're supposed to take stuff like this seriously. Or at least I've never been able to take stuff like this seriously. Like at first it seems pretty hefty. And then it starts getting really wild by the end of things.
It's like, Anamorphosis no Meiju.
Yeah.
Like, I could take it kind of seriously at first until,
And then I was on the second dimension of the floor.
yeah.
Or for me, I guess it was dog. Do you remember at the end of the dog is in bandages because the dog was hurt?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, war dog.
But then it came back to help Aya,
Yeah.
because it was never enslaved.
Aya.
Yeah.
That's because he was actually a hero the whole time.
That's the trump card.
Yeah. Trump card.
So yeah, it's like Anamorphosis no Meiju. Like, I like it. I wish I could take it more seriously, but you You just threw a dog in there.
I think it's fun. I don't really think it's. That's the thing. I find that a lot of the things I enjoy because I understand, narrative escalation and stuff. They're never really written well enough. They're too gimmicky to stick around, especially upon reinspection. Like it's the kind of thing where, like, if you look at something more than once, you kind of realize how crazy it all is.
Yeah, like definite.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm really weirded out by Julia's relationship with Ryuo.
I don't know what happened.
I mean,
He was just like, I need money. Slavery.
well, no, like the first thing is her just being fucking lonely and sad. And then she loses to him and she's like, oh, look, he needs me. But it's also, lady, you're an adult. He is 11. It's like, well, his mother's a prostitute, so his life is really sad. Yes, he is still 11.
I don't know.
And then she's pregnant, and I fucking... Ugh. I can't with this fucking thing.
She's just pregnant, right?
Yes, yes.
Like, just cause.
No one's gonna tell you why or when. The answer is, the boy hugs her and says, have a great baby.
I
And
feel
she's
like I'm
like,
missing something. Because I went back and checked over, like, did anyone talk about this?
no one explains it! I wanna know! Who? When? Why? What you get is, have a great life. And then the lady hugs him and says, take care of yourself. And I see them having that loving moment, and I just remember at the beginning when he's like, pierce your nipple with this needle. And I'm like, I understand what's happening. I understand what the fuck I'm
Was
looking
the
at.
author trying to make the kid look like...
Well,
Like
by
a
the
really
end of it,
tough-
everyone's supposed to have been bought back, but I don't feel like it's possible to do that with all the awful shit everyone has done.
Nah.
That's what I mean, but like Lucy's thing is supposed to be, oh, revenge. I guess that's okay, but I don't feel that it's okay. Is my thing. Toshima and Shinjuku are living together. Lest we forget their entire relationship was originally, hey, you're paying me money to pretend to like you. Okay, cool, I tricked you into the slave thing to now sexually abuse you. And then he punched her in the mouth. What? How did this end with them going, you know what? You're actually cool. How? How does that make any form of
What
sense?
did Arturo say? Oh,
It's
man,
crazy.
it's all crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Oh fuck. Can we throw that out there? Do people know what that is?
No.
Oh,
We're doing
God.
it again.
We're doing it again. I think we should explain that just because it's really funny. For those of you who don't know, there was a fighting game player called Viscat. He's a really older dude. And older in the FGC means like more than 30, honestly. That's what they mean when they say old timer. Like, you're over 32, you're ancient. But yeah, so Viscan apparently was drunk on a stream. I don't know which stream, I can't remember. But he was telling stories about when he was young and they were doing crazy stuff. And it was back when currently a woman, post-transition woman, Ricky Ortiz, was still pre-transitioning. And like they were hanging out at her friend's house. I think it was actually Flo's house. Because Flo was like, Arturo, what happened to my couch? But Ricky and Arturo Sanchez, do you want to give his name? What's his other name?
He has another name?
Yeah. His, what do you call it?
I don't know. There's
Yeah,
so
there
many
you go.
nicknames for him.
Everybody has so many nicknames. Everyone has so many nicknames. But, yeah. So then, like, they were hanging out in the room, and they go, like, and then they closed the door and locked it, and then in the morning, they just stepped out. And then, like, Flo goes, Arturo, why is there a stain on my couch? What is that stain about? And Arturo says nothing, looks at them, laughs, and then goes, man, it's crazy. It's all crazy. And that's it. There was nothing ever explained after that. You might know him on Twitter as NYC Furby.
Or Young Art.
Mm-hmm. Sabin, I think, is the latest one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that's all crazy. Yeah, I love the idea that like that's what Seiya says to anyone. And they're like, "Aren't you? Wait, are you living with Toshiba now?" He's like, "Yeah." It's all crazy. That's just how he describes the entire SCM debacle. Yeah, like that was a dog.
What can you say if you're living
Oh,
together?
yeah. There's that guy who's dressed like a girl, but he's not. Maybe trans. Who knows? Then there's that other guy with the
And then he
smoking.
kept getting punched. And then
And
when he got revenge for that person, I forgot his name, he was like, I'm a man.
I don't
He
understand
takes off
you.
the leg.
What do you want, Nakano? Do you want to be a woman? Do you want to be a man? Are you neither? Explain. Explain. I just want one sentence. Because at the end they go like, and now he's working at a women's cafe where, and they're like, he's a very popular lady. And I'm like, what? I'm confused. I don't understand you. Are you a man? Are you not a man? Are you both? Because there's that manga that I was reading recently that's about a guy who helps a non-binary person sort of like find themselves in a trap cafe. See, but like they go in at the beginning going, I don't feel like either man or woman. It's hard to say. Like at least you explained that to me. Who are you, Nakano Taiju? I don't know. Because you said you're a dude. Are you just a dude who likes wearing women's clothes? Is that the end of the story?
I guess.
Maybe. I don't
That
know.
makes no sense.
I just wish I knew. Because, yeah, right. He punches somebody, goes like, I'm a man. And it's like, what? Are you?
He didn't even
Ah.
win fairly. He was.
You gotta cheat.
Yeah, he was. He
Got it.
felt like he lost it.
You gotta cheat, though. That's why the dog is here. You gotta
Alright,
cheat.
can we talk about the dog?
Can we talk about the dog? Okay, sure. Let's talk about the dog. What do you want to say about the dog?
How does the dog challenge evil?
How does the dog challenge people? Furthermore, why is it that when the sub-slave accepts the challenge from the man, the dog didn't have to do anything?
Wait, which one's that?
Well, it's when they were doing the thing where it was like, and then it turns out you were actually challenging the dog. Why didn't the dog participate? If it activated the SCM and the dog, how come it wasn't obvious that something happened to the dog? Also, why did the dog need to have a full name?
It's important.
The dog has a first and last name.
How does the dog know the rules of the game?
How does the dog comprehend the rules of the game? Furthermore, how does the dog have emotional dialogue the way people do? Remember they were doing the stupid fucking plate eating thing? And then the dog goes like, I never forgive anyone who betrays those I love. And I'm like, dog, you're a dog. Dogs are not capable of abstract thought. Dogs don't understand the concept of betrayal. They're dogs.
They just
What is-
think
yeah,
in food.
I mean, they think about basic things. Dogs understand things in front of them. That's why, like, when you feed a dog, they love you forever. Like, it doesn't understand the concept of betrayal. That's a very, very heady human concept that we invented ourselves to explain the feeling that we have when somebody does a specific action. The dog is not capable of abstract thought. How does the dog have dialogue? How does the dog have monologues?
I don't know. Man, it's all crazy.
And it's all crazy. I mean, honestly, what would you tell anyone if you survived all this? There's nothing you could say. This is insane.
You wouldn't even tell people.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't. You would just. I don't even think I could live with myself. I think I'd have to commit suicide because of all of this. It's fucking horrible, and it sickens me. Especially that part where the dog runs in covered in bandages.
And saves the day.
Saves the fucking day. He's like, he's got the glass shard and he's gonna fucking kill him. And he's like, yeah, You lost, suckers. Now no one will take advantage of me. There. And then the dog takes the bite. It's like, Zushimaru! And the other girl gives the dog a thumbs up. And I'm like, what is happening?
It was that planned.
Did you know the dog was on its way? There's no way they could have known the dog was on its way.
Uh, that dog.
The dog's a hero. He's like Missile and Ghost Trick.
And you can't ignore it, because
It's
so
actually
important.
important to the narrative. You can't say that dog is like in there for one chapter. Like, no, that dog is the reason the thing ends good. Because that guy was going for the killing blow. The lone virgin or whatever the fuck. I forget his regular name.
He said, no, he said the other girl's a virgin. And he's like, you don't know my sexual techniques. I
Right.
can make you.
I forgot
Yeah.
that. Because it's gotta be gross to be scary, I guess. I don't get it. It's weird. It's fun if you like death game crap. But it's not, I don't think it's like amazing. It's just a thing I like, ultimately. Right?
I think it's a mixture of funny and, like,
I think it's fun.
that was interesting.
I think it's fun. I think it's a fun read. It's like, wow, that's crazy. And then it just keeps getting crazier and crazier. You know? I mean, like, if you're looking for, like, hard, hitting, emotional, by the end of it, you look at yourself in the mirror and go, fuck. Like, it's not that. It's not that, you know? Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff that you read that, like, really gets to you, depending on who you are. This is not one of those.
This is more like.
I don't know, the first time I read this, I was like, wow, what the fuck? This is crazy. I love this. And then, like, rereading it, I'm like, man, that dog. Because the minute the dog shows up, I just remembered the ending part where he's covered in bandages like a hero. Like he survived a fucking, like, a bomb or something. Like a bomb raid. I was like, thanks, dog.
Alright, you know what else is confusing?
That
When they were having the little game at the end to, like, who could cross the pool of all the slaves there.
yeah.
Were you not expecting the people to fight each other? Like,
I guess there's that. I always thought about the sumo wrestling as like a very strange final battle.
and they paired it up exactly with the strongest people.
Well, why wouldn't it be a, like, even match? That's what you want, right? Get the smart people do the smart thing. Get the little boy to go up against the girl for a fucking quiz game. Get the two buff guys to do sumo wrestling. Like, I don't know, man. It's fun,
Why'd they
though.
ever just, like, get a gun and kill each other? I don't.
Well, I mean, because the SCM would, kill you. You're not allowed to bring harm upon the master.
No, I mean, like, when they're playing the game, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't they ever just, like, alright, whoever.
Oh, in the middle of the game, just kill the guy?
Yeah.
Aren't you limited by the rules of the game? I thought that was the point.
No, I think
No,
Shiro
'cause
had a gun a bunch of times.
But always having a gun and actually using it are two different things, aren't they? Lest we forget that I don't have to listen to your rules. I cheat with my SCM.
And the other guy's just like, alright, let's play a game. Whoever gets knocked out first wins.
Mm-hmm.
Or doesn't get knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's ways around the game. Like,
Well, lest we forget, make this girl come first. Match now. And then it really didn't matter.
because
Did it?
the other guy did it first.
Yeah, when did that happen? Forever ago. You didn't even know.
Because he's a good guy.
Because I'm a good guy. I'm a hero. And then the girl ran away.
But if you know there's a game where you're gonna lose, right? Like the little kid. Why did no one ever punch the little kid?
That's a good point.
Like, oh, he's about to win the quiz game.
If it doesn't matter in the challenge, then I would have killed that child minute one.
Well, you can't
Like-
answer the quiz questions, right?
That's what I mean. Like, if you know you're gonna lose, but if the challenge in and of, well, technically I win if he can't compete, right?
Exactly.
It's that logic.
Yeah.
Ah, that's really funny though. Imagine this entire thing being solved by, and then I shot the guy in the face. Like, haha, I'm gonna run things circles around your fucking against your slaves with my junk SCM, and then he just pulls out a gun and shoots them.
Well, I don't want to be a slave. Fuck
Like, wait,
you.
what? Fuck this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, why do more people think of that?
That's really fucking funny. I don't know. I feel like there was at some point where they go, oh, that's not how it works. But if it doesn't actually matter, then I like the idea of somebody shooting Setagaya.
No, there was a bunch of times where they outsmarted them by making them like incapable of doing anything.
Yeah, I know, but I mean like flat out murder.
Uh,
Like I feel like there was something about that, but I can't remember. I'd still love the idea of someone like pulling a gun on Setagaya though. It's like I'm the smartest. I created the SCM that cheats, and I got and then you just pull out a gun and shoot him. And it's like
why did
I
no one
guess
get
I
the
win.
police?
I guess I win. Would that count as going against your master?
No.
You think so? I think that might. I feel like snitching is against your master by definition.
I mean, before they were slaves, but
Oh, before they did the competition, like tell the cops, hey, check this out. This is gonna be some really crazy shit.
yeah.
That might work. I don't know. Remember, one guy's goal was entirely, I want to make everyone slaves.
Yeah.
So that way I get to be king.
And he basically did it. Except for the talk.
Mm-hmm.
But, I guess when they were slaves, when it, like, actually, no, I guess you can't really do anything.
No, because that's kind of the point of losing, right? Which is why the person who makes the challenge always chooses a competition that benefits them the most.
Yeah. Or like
I
when
like-
Lucy was gambling, and she was like, I already won before.
I already bought a bunch of money earlier, sucker. Yeah, that's what I mean. But like, I feel like that's kind of the nature of the SEM thing is that you would only challenge someone at something you know you can win at.
Yeah.
Which is why I find the idea of, and then I just pulled out a gun, so funny. Cause like, say it's you and me, right? And it's like, shit, I need to come up. Alright, the quiz will be based on music, like I don't know, like music theory knowledge. And you just pulled out a gun and shot me.
I don't want to become a slave. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
exactly. It's like, wait, what? Fuck that. And you just pull out a gun and shoot me, and I was like, well, and then just keep asking questions even though I'm dead. And then you answer one question correctly, and because I'm a corpse, I can't answer anything. So I guess I win by default. So long, suckers. That's funny. It's like,
And they had the thing where you're not a slave. Oh yeah, you're not a slave when you pull it out your mouth, right?
yeah.
So they could just shoot them then, or get the police then.
I was gonna say when they die, the thing comes loose, so you could just kill somebody and then take it,
Yeah,
and then just use it on somebody,
just put it on something.
and keep the gun on you,
Remember when the
so
guy
that you
sold
never
it?
lose. Yes,
Why
Well,
did nothing
that's how-
happen to him?
that's how Ayaka got it. Remember?
Yeah.
She
What
bought
happened?
it.
What happened to the guy
I-
that sold it? Shouldn't something
Mhm.
happen when you
Mhm.
get away from it for too long?
I have no idea.
No, they literally said once it's out for 24 hours, right? Your brain becomes messed up and you die, something like
Yeah,
that.
because it's attached to your like fucking nerve endings. It's attached to like your spinal column, which is why when you go like, no, I don't want to do that, your brain goes fucking nuts, because it's the SCM activating on you disobeying or trying to attack your master. And if you forcibly remove it, then you die, because the only person who could release you is the master.
So that guy just died, right?
I imagine that guy just died.
Okay.
Either that, or he was given it by fucking Setagaya. Because remember, Setagaya made a bunch and said, just put them out there, just so I can see what happens.
No, when she put on her rapist, he said it smelled. It tasted funny, so clearly he put it on. So.
Yeah, oh yeah. I guess you're right, yeah. And he put it on Meguro. Meguro was like, oh, this is okay. I forgot about that. Good one. Good catch. To be fair, you reread this like just now, didn't you?
Yeah,
Like
already
within the
yesterday.
last day or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I reread it this morning, but yeah.
Yeah. Versus to me, this is like a week ago. And even then, way longer before that. Because I started reading a bunch of other things. Which actually, you know what? I think we can close it up here and then get to our next segment.
Food.
Yeah. So, again, everybody, if you want, read Doreiku. It's fun.
It's. Well, we can describe it with food.
Yeah. It's
Alright.
gotta be dark, it's gotta be weird.
No romance.
No romance whatsoever. Unless you want to count
No,
that weird
no, we're
shit.
not.
I love how immediately you were like, no, shut up. I don't even want to fucking think about it. Why was he pregnant? Shut up.
Why are they together now?
Are they? He
They're
said
living
they
together.
care. Oh, those other guys. I thought you were talking about the sex slave lady. Because she's living with the other guy now.
Yeah.
But sure, it's gotta be dark, it's gotta be weird.
I think it's definitely an alcohol.
It's gotta be alcoholic because it's fucking nuts.
A dark alcohol. So it'll be liquor.
Oh,
right?
you want to be like a dark colored
No,
alcohol?
I meant like bitter or sour.
Yeah, yeah. How about an old fashioned?
Okay.
An old fashioned is whiskey, usually brandy, but I mean whiskey. They put lemon in it, and they put Angostura bitters. And some guys make it sweet by adding a little bit sweet by adding a sugar cube. But honestly, you don't need it.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, I think it would work.
It's bitter, it's weird, it has a fruity aroma.
If you take too much of it, it just gets.
It goes somewhere. It goes somewhere. Somewhere not great.
Okay, so it's old fashioned.
Man, that was fast. And here I thought we'd have to think about that.
Well, I think we agreed like too many things right away.
Yeah. We were on the same page for most of this.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Would you like to attempt the new thing?
The new segment.
Everybody shut the fuck up. Everybody shut the fuck up. It's time for the news. I love that title, by the way. Everybody shut the fuck up. Okay. What would you like to bring to the table?
They have a release date for Zankaki Zero, which is made
Oh
by
shit, really?
Mhm.
And when?
April 9th. So
T0.
like 6 weeks.
Oh fuck.
So those who don't know, that's another depth game sort of.
Like Chunks off!
It's made by Spike Chunsoft.
Like Chunks off!
So you go around, you're in an island, and you have to figure out what killed humanity, and you end up like going back in time every time you die.
Also, there's 8 people.
And I
And
also
it's-
saw a goat.
It's an RPG. Well, no, it's a sheep.
It's a sheep.
The mascot? It's a sheep.
No, it was a goat on the island.
I'm about to look it up because I remember there was a fucking sheep. I'm about to write Zonky Zero Goat. Live research is required.
But yeah, it has Ayana Tatsu.
Takatatsu.
Yeah.
Man, you're so bad at that.
I
I
tried.
do see a goat. I looked up Zonky Zero Goat, got a picture of a goat that gave you 50 experience. Who knows what that means?
I'm so hyped about that goat.
I'm so excited. Oh fuck it. It's a real-time dungeon crawler that is made by a bunch of people who worked on fucking Danganronpa, which we are voraciously fans of Danganronpa.
And Zero Escape series.
It's the new company, right? What do they call themselves?
Tokyo Games. Or Toko KOO.
Soko games.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So excited for Donkey Zero though. Uh. Uh. Fumiko Nakao is the character designer. You remember what she did? Danganronpa. Fucking yeah. Man. Ah, it's
I
great.
already like the girl Ayana Tatsu is doing.
I mean, it's Ayana. It's Ayana Takatatsu. Her voice is great.
But
Well,
the one she looks like. The character she plays as.
and unfortunately, mine is sad news. Um, Sony said they're going to stop making the Vita.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Physical Vita games, physical Vita consoles, dead in March 2019.
Holy shit.
That's barely a week from when we're recording this.
It feels wrong.
And more depressing than that is Sony Interactive Entertainment put out a press release where they said, "Oh yeah, we're probably never going to do another handheld again."
Jeez. What's wrong with the handheld?
I mean, the Vita didn't sell. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
The Vita did not sell. The PSP sold like gangbusters. The Vita did not. And that's a real big bummer to me.
It's such a good system.
Such a fucking good. To be fair, we're huge Sony marks. If there was ever any show that we would easily shill for, it's Sony, and Sony doesn't even need to give us stuff. We already shill for Sony.
We were born in PS1 era, right?
We were born in the PS1 era.
Yeah.
And I grew up with the PS2.
Yep.
And I know you still play your PS3, and I bought a PS4 recently. We are Sony shills. Now, mind you, I don't constantly go on about how much I love Sony, but damn it, do I love pretty much everything they've ever done. And it makes me sad that the Vita, one of my favorite handhelds of all time, is dead. And yeah, the senior vice president said we have no plans for any successor system to the Vita, which sounds like no handhelds.
No. It just feels right playing VNs on the Vita. I don't know.
It feels good. I loved playing Danganronpa on the Vita. It feels good. I liked playing Nap Nap on the Vita, damn it. I liked playing Persona. I have so many Persona games on the Vita. There's so many good things on the fucking Vita. I'm mad. And you can play your old PSP games on the Vita. The fucking Jack and Daxter collection is on the Vita. It's 1, 2, and 3. And sure, it doesn't run great, but it's still fun to play and just take around. There's a lot of good shit. Axiom Verge. Look, my point is, I'm sad that the Vita's dead. Okay? It's a goddamn tragedy. And the fact that not more people are talking about it is also sad.
We should have a Vita celebration.
Should we have a farewell to arms for the Vita?
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Do you want to take pictures of our Vitas?
Yeah. And just post it.
Yeah, and go taps. Play taps. Bwah, bwah, bwah. Bwah, bwah, bwah.
And you just see us in the background
That's for
saluting.
the Vita. Yeah. Looking at memory cards sadly. Because they're never coming back. Man, it's a fucking waste. Alright. And time for the other segment that we do all the time. Oh shit, I'm hyped.
Aw, shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit, I'm hyped. Okay, cool. What would you like to bring up?
It's two things. Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Wow, you got two
No, I
things?
meant we're doing two things.
Well, yeah. You're the
Uh,
one who said maybe we could do a news thing. So
Yeah.
we're doing a news thing.
Yeah.
The oh shit, I'm hyped was just an excuse for me to not throw a Genero game in the main episode so I could talk about it now. Go for it.
What was I playing? Battle Chef Brigade. It's kind of like Honey Pot. It's it's like a
Oh
dungeon
wait,
crawler.
I know that game. That's the
Uh,
one where they're like, you gotta have different food combos for what the fucking
yeah,
presenter likes and shit, right?
yeah,
Yeah. I played that. That's a cool game. It really
yeah.
is a cool game. Oh man, go ahead. Tell everyone what it's about.
So like let's just say Luna said, you cook food because it's like a match 4 game.
Mm-hmm.
You match the elements like earth, water, fire, and they have like little in-depth mechanics where you have to hunt for the food, right? But you could
Yeah,
like,
that's the side-scrolling part, right?
but you could like so there's like this bird. If you kill an animal and the bird eats it, it makes like an egg. And with that egg, you can add like 2 water elements to anything on the board.
Is it always water?
Or it could be like earth and fire.
Okay,
It,
so it
it
adds two of the elements to a board.
yeah, and that helps your chain out more. So, yeah,
Okay.
it's fun mechanically, but I think story-wise, it's kind of
Kind of blank.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that sucks. But you know what? I mean, really, what matters is that it's good to feel. You know, a lot of things about games is do they feel good.
yeah. I think it's more
Uh,
fun to play with your friends. So,
okay. You know who published that for the PC and stuff?
ooh,
Adult Swim.
really?
Yeah. The TV thing. You know, your robot chicken and
Yeah,
whatnot.
like they did Glitterman Grove too.
Yeah, they did Glitterman Grove. They did Saints Row. I mean, no, wait, they had a radio station in Saints Row. But they published House of Dead Ninjas, Super Puzzle Platformer Deluxe, Volgar the Viking, Kingsway, Duck Game. They've been they did the fucking phone thing, Pocket Mortys. I know Bank Lady loves that. That's why I know about it. And there was that period of time where they tried to put games on fucking the PS2 and stuff, like Aqua Teen Hunger for Zombie Ninja Pro Am. I remember seeing a fucking commercial for that in the commercials. I mean, an ad for that in a game magazine. Yeah, kids, think about that. Fucking oof! It was Game Informer. Remember that?
Is that with the Pope?
Yeah, it's with Jeff Keighley. I like how you remember him as the Pope when I think of him as Dorito Pope Jeff Keighley with the hat and the giraffe neck. But yeah. Also, they made Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law, which I played and talked about elsewhere. But yeah, Adult Swim, pretty cool. Okay, my turn. Jinro game, which is by Ryo Kawakami, and it currently has a new version running called Jinro Game Crazy Fox. Okay, do you remember Werewolf?
Um.
The game we played.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was gonna say that. Yeah, I remember.
Okay, it's a death game, but werewolf.
Huh.
So, for those of you unfamiliar, this is a game we played in college, and I also played in high school with friends. Except the game I played in college was like a little more convoluted, which is actually how the sequel ends up. So, werewolf game, or just werewolf, I guess, depending on who you ask, is a game where you have werewolves and villagers. And at night, the werewolves decide they kill a villager. And then in the day, the villagers have to vote to execute somebody and hope that they execute the werewolf. The game is over when the werewolves either are equal to or outnumber the villagers. So depending on how big of a group of people, you could have like 1 werewolf, 2 werewolves, 3 werewolves, depends, you know? So Jinro game, as werewolf game, is a death game about that concept. So people are abducted, and then they fucking wake up and they go like, "Whoa, what the fuck is going on?" And he was like, "Hey, we're gonna play werewolf now." And I was like, what happens if we don't want to play and a girl gets decapitated? Because they all have neck things on them. They got like neck things. Like what do you call them? Like collars? But like the collars have detonation abilities. So
they get. Wait, what?
It's werewolf. So 2 people are werewolves, and everyone else is a villager. There's also an oracle who gets to find out what a person's role is once per night. So during the day, they make a vote. Hey, this person's the werewolf. Then, now this is the thing that I find interesting. When I found out about it, right, people compared it a lot to Danganronpa. And that's a fair comparison. But the thing about Danganronpa is a death game, and death games have existed for well over 30 years at this point. And particularly when we're talking about Danganronpa, do you remember when the first Danganronpa game came out?
2008?
Close. 2010.
10. Alright.
It came out 2010. Came out here in the States in 2013. By then the anime had come out. Jinro game actually came out in 2014. A lot of people were like, wow, this is so much like Danganronpa. And it's like, well, death games have existed for actually a very long time. And a variation on this exact premise, basing it on the werewolf game, is a movie I saw when I was 12, I think. I think I was 12 when that movie came out. So, no, I think I was younger than that. Oh my god, how old was I? Okay, have you heard of the movie Cry Wolf?
Yeah, I've seen it. I mean, I heard it.
Do
I
you
haven't
remember?
seen it, though.
It's a movie that's just kind of this, sort of, where a bunch of people are hanging out, and they go, we're gonna play werewolf, and then one person goes around murdering people, and they go like, oh fuck, we gotta find out who did it. So, yeah, see, like, the death game as a concept actually goes way, way back. Like, let's not forget Battle Royale, grandfather of all death games, right? There's a lot. So the comparison to Danganronpa is kind of weird, but there's one thing about this that makes me understand why people would probably jump to Danganronpa first. So, like I said, everybody's hanging out, and there's like, well, we gotta pick somebody to be the sacrifice. And they're all trying to figure out who it is. At the beginning, the announcer goes, there are 2 werewolves. The rest of you are villagers. One of you is a seer. The seer gets to see one person's role per night. So if they go, oh, I want to find out what this person is, they go like, oh, they're a villager. Nah, that's it, right? Okay. The werewolves' goal, be equal to or greater than the amount of villagers. Fine. And then he goes, the werewolves have played this game before. And I was like, okay. And they gotta pick somebody. A girl says, I don't want to play. She immediately gets murdered. And then they realize, oh, this game is not fucking around. Okay. And slowly but surely people go nuts. But one thing about Jinro game that I guess was supposed to make it a little more interesting was all of them actually know each other. So it has the part of an ontological mystery on top of it being a death game. And as you know, I am a huge sucker for ontological mysteries.
So there's a reason why they're killing each other.
Every single one of them hates one other person. And yeah, that's Jinro game. And there was a sequel, Jinro game Beats Side, which is a direct continuation of the end of the first Jinro game. And now there's Jinro game Crazy Fox, which it's not done yet because it's only started running around 2 years ago. And yeah, so Jinro game Beast Side adds some more roles, and it, like I said, it involves characters from the previous one, so kind of interesting. And Crazy Fox is completely new. But when I saw a translation, it has a line that implies that the main girl has in fact survived one of the other games before. And another upside is Jinro game is 18 chapters long, and it's super done, so you could finish it like in an hour maybe. So yeah, people, go out there and read it. I don't recommend the sequel, but it's still fun. It's just not amazing. The first one's really fun. It's a really great death game thing. Like the death game concept, I find a lot of people are kind of sour on because they're like, there's so fucking many. But I mean, that's what genres are, you know.
There's so many action things. What?
There's so many action things. There's so many thrash bands that exist on the planet. Doesn't mean I hate thrash, you know. There's so many horror things that exist in general. Do I hate horror stuff? No. But if you're into ontological mysteries and death game things, I think this is a perfect read. Alright. And that brings us to the end of our episode. Fuck!
Hey.
Cry Wolf came out in 2005.
Oh. Like 3 years
shit.
old.
I was 10. Okay. Anyway, this has been Manga Palate, and thank you so much for listening.
If you're here, you get it.
If you're here, you get it.
Yeah.